Here's what we know so far about the latest US and Iran tensions and Pakistan's attempts to ensure the peace lasts. Pakistan is once again trying to keep the US and Iran talking at a moment when both sides appear closer to a renewed confrontation than compromise. Over the weekend, Pakistan's Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi traveled to Tehran and met with senior Iranian officials, including President Masoud Pezeshkian and Parliamentary Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf, who is also leading Iran's negotiations with the US. The timing was important because while those meetings were happening in Tehran, Donald Trump was publicly ramping up pressure on Iran. In a post on Truth Social, Trump warned Tehran that the clock is ticking and said Iran needed to move fast. At the same time, Trump met top US national security officials in Washington, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio, CIA Director John Ratcliffe, and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth.
Well, other countries have come to me and they've said we were getting ready to do a very major attack tomorrow. I've put it off for a little while, hopefully maybe forever, but possibly for a little while, because we've had very big discussions with Iran, and we'll see what they amount to. I was asked by Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, and some others if we could put it off for 2 or 3 days, a short period of time, because they think that they are getting very close to making a deal. And if we can do that where there's no nuclear weapon going into the hands of Iran, I think, and if they're satisfied, we will be probably satisfied also. We've informed Israel, we've informed other people in the Middle East that have been involved with us, and it's a very positive development, but we'll see whether or not it amounts to anything. We've had periods of time where we thought pretty much getting close to making a deal, and it didn't work out, but this is a little bit different. Now, we're ready going tomorrow, very big, and not something I wanted to do, but we have no choice because we cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. Yeah.
Fueling speculation that military options are once again being discussed. But despite the rhetoric, talks are still continuing quietly through Pakistan. Iran says Washington recently sent revised proposals through Pakistan mediators after initially rejecting Tehran's last response. According to Iranian state media, Tehran has now responded with a new 14-point proposal. The main disagreement appears to be over sequencing. The US wants nuclear issues dealt with immediately, including limits on uranium enrichment and dismantling parts of Iran's nuclear infrastructure. Iran is refusing that approach. Tehran says there must be first a permanent ceasefire, sanctions relief, and movement on the Strait of Hormuz before nuclear talks can properly begin. And that gap still looks wide. At the same time, tensions in the region are rising again. Over the weekend, drones struck near UAE's Bagher nuclear energy plant. While Saudi Arabia said it intercepted 3 drones launched from Iraqi airspace, Pakistan condemned the Bagher attack and called for restraint. Meanwhile, reports in the US media saying Iran has restored operations at most of its missile sites near the Strait of Hormuz, while the Pentagon has temporarily prepared potential target lists involving Iranian infrastructure if fighting resumes. Iran has also warned that any new US attack would trigger a much stronger response. So right now, the ceasefire technically still holds, but both sides appear to be preparing for the possibility that diplomacy could fail. And for now, Pakistan remains one of the few active channels still connecting Washington and Tehran. For more such explainers, subscribe to DawnNews English.